We're here this morning to winterize this gentleman's camper right here. So we're going to walk you through winterizing a camper. It's all basically the same, but each camper has a little different ways to doing it, but especially getting the antifreeze in the system. But I'm going to show you how I do it. First thing is, go ahead and get the water hose unhooked, all that. Alright, now that we got the water hose unhooked, we're going to drain the water heater. Do yourself a favor, get the right size socket to do this with. Makes the job a lot easier than trying to do it with a pair of pliers. Oh, you never even had water in the water heater this year. Are you serious? Alright. Well, actually, this gentleman didn't even put water in the water heater this year. So typically you just pull this plug out right here, water come out. And that would be all you'd have to do on the outside. Get the water hose unhooked and get the drain the water heater. Now we'll go inside. Alright. I winterized this one last fall for this gentleman, and he actually never even used the water here this year. That's why there was no water in it, but I'm going to show you the bypass valves. This is you're either going to have a 1, 2, or 3 valve system. This one here has a 1 valve system. One valve is right here. The valve is right here. Alright, it is in the bypass position right now. What that does is bypasses the water heater, so we don't have to put 6 gallons of antifreeze in the water heater. You drain the water heater, you bypass it, and then you winterize. You put antifreeze in the water lines. Back there's a water pump where we're going to put the antifreeze in. We'll have to go through a storage compartment over there for that. Alright, here's our water pump. This one has a winterizing hose already installed. There's a valve right here that we have to turn towards the hose. This would be normal operation where you're getting water out of your freshwater tank. This would be winterized so we can suck antifreeze out of this hose. So all you do is get your antifreeze jug, drop that hose down in your jug, just drop this hose down in your jug, go inside, we'll turn the water pump on, and we will just run antifreeze through all the water lines. Now, sure, you could probably get water through all the water lines with a gallon of antifreeze. I've never winterized with a gallon of antifreeze. I always use 3. That way I know for a fact that I'm getting antifreeze in all the water lines, and then that leaves me some to put in the traps when I'm finished. So because I warrant my winterizings. If I winterize your camper in the fall and in the spring something's frozen, busted, I'll take care of that. So that's why I always use 3 gallons. So now we're going to go inside and start running water. Alright, so typically what you do is go to the farthest point away from the water pump. Just turn the faucets on until you get pink antifreeze. Alright. Do the hot. There's our antifreeze. This has one of those old water filters. We need to see if this actually has a filter cartridge in it. I don't believe it does. And no, it's been bypassed. Okay. And no, there is no filter cartridge, so we'll just make sure we get antifreeze in it too. Alright, we go to the next place. It's going to be our toilet. Don't forget the toilet. Everybody forgets the toilet. I replace a lot of commode valves in the spring where people winterize their own and forget the commode. That jug's probably just about empty out there, so I'm going to have to go change it out probably. So that was, we've done the kitchen sink, we've done the commode, we've done the bathroom sink. Now we have to do the shower. We've got to get the PFDs out of there first. Alright, PFDs are out. Now, do the shower. Alright, that antifreeze jug just went empty. So we're going to go out and switch it. Alright, I just went out, switched to put the winterizing hose out of the empty jug and put it in a full jug. And we're going to go back to where we left off, because we had just got an antifreeze on the cold side of the shower. So we're just going to go back through everything again. Hot, cold. We'll come over to the sink. Hot, cold. We'll go back to the commode. Nice and pink. Alright. Commode is done. Back to the kitchen sink. Do the hot and cold again. And even the filter thing, it doesn't have a filter anymore. Now, that's everything inside. Now we have to go outside and make sure that we don't have an outdoor shower, because that's something else that people tend to forget, is the outdoor shower. So let's go out and see. And yes, we have an outdoor shower, so we need to make sure we do it. I don't believe it was actually even de-winterized. Alright, so the outside shower's done. So then we are basically done with the winterizing. I'm going to, well, that jug's just about empty anyway. I'm going to pull the hose out and don't take it all the way out of the jug. We'll go in there and run faucet until it sucks this hose dry, and that way we don't spill any antifreeze. Then we're going to take the remainder of this and put it in all the traps. Make sure we got the traps done well. Okay. So I'm just going to go inside and cut a faucet on just to empty this hose out, and then I'll be right back. Alright, now this hose is empty, so we don't have to worry about it leaking antifreeze everywhere. We put it back up in here, and we will go ahead and cut this valve back on normal operation, because when the customer de-winterizes this thing in the spring, that's the way we'll leave it. The water heater, I will leave the plug out, and I will leave the water heater in bypass mode until it is de-winterized. Then I'll explain, make sure the customer understands the bypass valve, and so that when he gets finished flushing the lines out in the spring, then he can reverse that bypass valve, run some water through the water heater, then he can put his plug in, and he'll be ready to go. Alright, we're just going to go inside and take this excess antifreeze and dump it in the traps. And once again, do you need to go back around? We've already run antifreeze in the traps when we were doing the winterizing. Do you really need to do this? Well, you know what? For the price of a gallon of antifreeze, just to make sure that you have plenty of antifreeze in your traps, a gallon of RV antifreeze, and always use RV antifreeze. It's usually pink. It's non-toxic. For the price of a gallon of antifreeze, it's pretty cheap insurance to just make sure we do the kitchen sinks, do the bathroom sink, and do the shower. Just like that. Well, there you have it. There's your RV winterizing. Like I said, the bypass valves on the water heater, some of those are a little bit different. The winterizing hose that's been put on this one, this wasn't factory, it's been put on. There's things make it much quicker and easier to winterize. There's our 3 empty jugs. Now I feel completely confident that this camper is winterized, ready to take a winter in West Virginia, and sometimes they can be brutal. Not like you guys up north, but still we get a lot of cold. So that's it. And again, as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and please leave me a comment, thumbs up, something. Let me know how I'm doing. See if there's anything I can do different. Let me know. Again, thanks for watching.